Ukraine has agreed to it, and hopefully Russia will agree to it. We're going to meet with them later on today and tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to wipe out a deal. But I think the ceasefire is very important. If we can get Russia to do it, that'll be great.
U.S. Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff is due to travel to Moscow, where he is expected to meet President Putin this week. Bloomberg's Russia economy and government editor Greg Sullivan joins us now. Well, it was only a couple of days ago that President Trump was labeling President Zelensky as a dictator and someone who wasn't serious about peace. And here we are, the Ukraine delegation agreeing to the U.S. proposal to a 30-day truce and potentially to a longer ceasefire as well. How did this turnaround come about?
I know, it really is a bit of whiplash here, quite a turnaround. But a lot of it is due to the fact that the White House was heaping pressure on Zelensky. After that disastrous White House meeting, they suspended aid, military aid, as well as intelligence sharing. The U.S. is a critical supporter of Ukraine, and they need that. So that was a very sensitive issue. Rubio showed up, the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio showed up saying that they were looking for concessions, looking for where Ukraine could make concessions. So an immense amount of pressure. But Ukraine also knew they had to show up and deliver something. They were looking to tamp down tensions with the White House and improve the situation. They were looking to engage. So they were incentivized to reach some sort of
What is the
deal.
likelihood Russia actually sign on to this deal now?
Well, that's the key question. And as Trump said, the ball is now in Russia's court. We know a few things. One is that the reaction from Russia so far has been rather muted. We'll know a lot more soon as the U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff is expected to travel to Russia and meet with President Putin, so we might know more about their reaction from then. But this ceasefire deal that was agreed to between the U.S. and Ukraine does not meet any of Russia's previous demands or what they've staked out as conditions for some sort of truce.
Is it likely that we're going to start seeing more American pressure applied to Russia now that Ukraine have agreed to the deal?
It's entirely possible. Up until now, we've seen the pressure pretty much one-sided. It's been very heavy on Ukraine, whereas they have not been asking for concessions from Russia. But if Trump's stated goal of reaching a ceasefire fast is not met, then it's entirely possible he could start heaping pressure. The real question is, how does Russia react? And does Putin want to take this moment of opportunity to engage with Trump, or does he want to hold out for his maximalist demands? And that's something we'll be watching closely.
Yeah.